आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you all a podcast series on STEM popularization. That is, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine. Supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, the Government of India. Program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Farzeen Sultan.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज आपकी आवाज, विज्ञान की आवाज, की आवाज, की आवाज।
विज्ञान जो कि भारत की एक बेहद मजबूत कड़ी है। विज्ञान हमें नए विचार और तथ्य प्रदान करता है जिससे हम अपनी सोच बदल सकते हैं। नई खोजों, नई तकनीकों के माध्यम से हमने अपने जीवन को बेहतर बनाया है। बात करें अगर तकनीक की, तो तकनीक हमें नए युग में ले आई है। इंटरनेट, मोबाइल तकनीक, रोबोटिक्स, ये सभी हमें एक नए दृष्टिकोण से दुनिया को देखने का मौका देते हैं। इसी कड़ी में ARCI बेहद मजबूत भूमिका निभा रहा है। ARCI इंटरनेशनल एडवांस्ड रिसर्च सेंटर फॉर पाउडर मेटलर्जी एंड न्यू मटेरियल्स वर्ष 1996 और 97 के दौरान स्थापित विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी विभाग DST भारत सरकार का एक स्वायत्त अनुसंधान और विकास केंद्र है जिसका हेड ऑफिस हैदराबाद में है। ARCI के अधिदेश एक अनूठी विशेषता इस तथ्य से संबंधित है कि अनुप्रयोग उन्मुख अनुसंधान एवं विकास किया जाता है और ये उद्योग केंद्रित है। ये सुनिश्चित करने के लिए कि अपने लक्षित विकास प्रयासों में से किसी के लिए बहुविषयक इनपुट का आसानी से उपयोग किया जा सकता है। ARCI ने सामग्री और सामग्री प्रसंस्करण से संबंधित कई सामान्य क्षेत्रों में उत्कृष्टता केंद्र का गठन किया है, जैसे नैनो मटेरियल्स, सिरेमिक, इंजीनियर कोटिंग्स, ईंधन सेल, कार्बन सामग्री, सोल जेल कोटिंग्स, लेजर सामग्री प्रसंस्करण, सौर ऊर्जा सामग्री और मोटर वाहन ऊर्जा सामग्री। इनमें से प्रत्येक COE अपनी मुख्य विशेषता से संबंधित उन्नत सामग्री आधारित प्रौद्योगिकियों के विकास में शामिल रहा है। ARCI विदेशी और भारतीय दोनों कंपनियों के लिए अनुबंध अनुसंधान करने के अलावा विशिष्ट उत्पादों और संबंधित प्रौद्योगिकियों को विकसित करने के लिए विभिन्न सरकारी एजेंसियों के साथ कई प्रायोजित परियोजनाएं चला रहा है। ARCI बुनियादी अनुसंधान एवं विकास कार्य भी कर रहा है, विशेष रूप से दुनिया भर में प्रसिद्ध संस्थानों, प्रयोगशालाओं के साथ। ARCI कोर क्षमता के क्षेत्रों में परीक्षण और उत्पादन लक्षण वर्णन, परामर्श, प्रशिक्षण के साथ साथ साहित्य और पेटेंट खोज भी प्रदान करता है। ARCI ने 46 से अधिक कंपनियों को प्रौद्योगिकी हस्तांतरित की है और औद्योगिक और रणनीति क्षेत्रों के लिए लगभग 250 तकनीकी समाधान विकसित किए हैं। ARCI इंडस्ट्रियल प्रॉब्लम्स को सर्च करता है और उन प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने की भी कोशिश करता है। इसी विषय पर और गहराई से जानने के लिए हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके हैं ARCI के डायरेक्टर साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर टाटा नरसिंगा राव।
सबसे पहले जानते हैं ARCI के डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर टाटा नरसिंगा राव के बारे में।
Good morning. My name is Tata Narasimha Rao, Director, International Advanced Research Center for Powder Metallurgy and New Materials. It is well known as ARCI, which is Autonomous Institute under Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. I am a chemist by education and profession, a materials chemist. Did my PhD and masters and PhD in chemistry from Banaras Hindu University, and later I moved to University of Tokyo in Japan as postdoctoral fellow, and 2 years I was lecturer. And 2003 I'm back in India, joined as a senior scientist at ARCI to lead a team on nanotechnology, because that time nanotechnology was upcoming in 2000. We developed some technologies related to nanotechnology, especially on textiles, antibacterial self-cleaning textiles.
आइए अब जानते हैं एज अ डायरेक्टर ऑफ ARCI डॉक्टर टाटा नरसिंगा राव के ऊपर क्या क्या जिम्मेदारियां हैं।
So, as a director of ARCI at present, I have responsibility to take care of all the areas what fall under ARCI's mandate. And ARCI basically focuses on translational material research. We do fundamental research. We have about 50 PhD students working with us at a given time. They do a lot of fundamental research. We publish in very high impact journals, and we associate with the institutes like IIT, NIT, and universities, because our students have to register for PhD. Being a research institute, we cannot offer PhD degrees. And the fundamental research, what comes out of these inventions, if they are really technology viable, then we file patents. That is intellectual property. It may be Indian patent, it may be foreign patent, depending on its requirement and the export possibility. I'll give you one example during my few minutes of presentation. So we have established several areas, both energy and engineering areas like engineered coatings, ceramic technologies, laser processing, and energy sector, that is lithium-ion batteries, fuel cells, and sodium-ion batteries, new coming technologies, etc. And magnets is one more area which is again relevant to energy sector, especially for electric vehicle technologies.
अभी हमने जाना ARCI के डायरेक्टर क्या क्या जिम्मेदारियां निभा रहे हैं, तो चलिए अब उनसे जानते हैं कि ARCI में कितने साइंटिस्ट कार्यरत हैं, वह किन किन प्रोजेक्ट्स पर काम करते हैं।
So we have almost 60 scientists on regular basis, and we have another 20 to 30 scientists on contract basis. Depending on the project's tenures and all, we appoint them, and then because we run with the huge projects, especially all our projects are target oriented with application development. That's the reason our manpower requirement is high, because we cross the high TR, all TR levels, and go to high TR level of 5, 6, 7, where technology demonstration happens and then showcase to the industry. And then there are several technologies in the last 25 years, almost 40 technologies are transferred from ARCI to various industries, mostly Indian. I can give one example of my own example of technology what I was leading in recent past. That is battery materials, lithium-ion battery materials, because this is an important requirement for the nation, because the government of India presently encouraging electric vehicle implementation in the country, and there are a lot of lithium-ion battery manufacturing plants are being established in all the states, and especially near Hyderabad. Soon there will be a battery plant by Amar Raja is going to be set in Hyderabad. While all these plants are being set, the raw material for that plant to make the battery, that is cathode, lithium iron phosphate or lithium nickel manganese cobalt oxide, especially lithium iron phosphate, which is tropical material, safe and low cost. And this material, if these plants require huge quantities during their manufacturing, it is very difficult to have them imported, because right now there are no manufacturers in India. So with that reason, last 10 years we have been working on that one, and finally it took long time. It takes a long time for any technology, because fundamental invention is very easy, but crossing to all TR levels, that is called valley of death, and go to the higher TR levels and technology demonstration at big scale is a big challenge. And then a lot of advanced countries like whether it's China or Japan, they take that risk But in India, I think it is requirement is necessity, and a lot of in the present past, last 5 to 10 years, in the recent past, even institutes like IITs also are taking measures to cross the TR levels, and that is a very good achievement in the present situation of the nation. And then we are going in a rapid speed towards the technology development. Even there will be, I'm sure that we may become big exporters of many technologies and many materials, unlike in the past. So ARCI has been in frontier areas like energy, and we work for electric vehicle technologies, as I mentioned, and also we work for strategic sectors, whether it is a space or defense, based on the requirements. We make components for them. For example, a recent one is we have our silicon carbide mirror went into the Aditya L1 mission, into their one of their optical equipments. So we do a lot of service to strategic sectors, and also we equally do much for the civilian sectors, like electric vehicle technology is more useful for the common man. So the success rate of ARCI is very high, and the reason is we have a mixture of people, of scientists and engineers, technologists, diploma holders, ITI people, administrators from all sectors, whether you talk about business management people, and then intellectual property exam passed people. So these are all people which are required for any technology development, not just only scientists or engineers. And the scientists are very important because scientists invent the process or a material, and if you want to scale it up, it's the engineering that you need to design the equipment to take it to the next level, and then scale it up and again see its performance, but together with the scientists and engineers to see the performance at every level of scale up, it is performing well as it was in the lab scale. And that's what is very much required in this country. And I gave the example of lithium iron phosphate. Today, we did it at 20 kilogram scale, 20 kg scale of lithium iron phosphate, joining hands with a local industry. And finally, the technology is transferred to an Indian industry, and then a pilot facility of 50 kg per batch is established on our on our incubator on ARCA campus. And then soon, next couple of years, they're going to set up a bigger plant. Once they get full training from us at that scale on our pilot facility, and capacity building and manpower training all will take place, joining hands with our scientists and engineers. So when you look forward for the future, we have several plans and then proposals in plate for next few years. For example, we're focusing on rare earth extraction. That is, in India, we have rare earths, especially neodymium, which is key material for the magnets, permanent magnets. Those are required for the electric vehicles. So the neodymium oxide to neodymium metal, which is the precursor for the NdFeB magnet, and then that is very much required. And then we have few technologies, but not fully established commercial technologies are available, and we are joining hands with one of the international partner, and then trying to see whether we can establish a joint demonstration center at ARCI to reduce neodymium oxide to neodymium. Similarly, carbon fiber. We don't have high strength T700 carbon fibers in India made. We still import, and these carbon fibers are very much required for sensitive sectors like strategic, space and all. And then we need to have indigenized the technology. Rather than starting from the scratch, we start the technology at one level where it is already demonstrated, and then do the incremental innovation. That's what we're planning to do, and we are also again joining hands with international partners to set up a joint demonstration center at ARCA for carbon fiber technology of high strength, high modulus carbon fibers. And similarly is additive manufacturing, a new technology that is coming up, and we are into that at smaller scale. Already we are making some of the components required for several sectors, but engineering sectors, but we need for specific strategic application, we need huge components to be made by additive manufacturing. This is metal additive manufacturing. And there also we are again joining hands to establish a facility.
भारत को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने में और उसे एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब क्रिएट करने के लिए ARCI के डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर टाटा नरसिंगा राव का क्या संदेश है वो जानते हैं.
So these are some of the areas we are looking forward so that indigenization, self-reliance become faster, because the way we are progressing in last 10 years and then it is going so fast in the future to come. So we need technologies readiness levels high, and then dedicated manpower and trained manpower. We have an advantage of a lot of young people in this country among the population of 1.4 billion people. And only thing what is missing in my sense is the scientists, because people are not understanding the value of science, and then most of them, young people, they look for engineering and especially computer engineering. And then if you see China, Japan and most of the advanced countries, and they become rich because their manufacturing sectors are very, very strong. If India has to become on par with these advanced countries, our manufacturing hub and technology and sector should be strengthened, for which we have to make equipment within the company, which is already there, but there's not enough. So the engineers who are going to engineering should also opt for all other engineering than computers, like mechanical, metallurgical, chemical, and other engineering, civil. A lot of infrastructure is required. And more importantly, you should also go to science stream, which is very, very important. If you want India to get Nobel Prize in the next 10 years or 20 years, we need scientists in this country, and invention should happen. And of course, from government, there is a very big move, that is ISERs are established in the country, and that is a great thing, and a lot of people are going into the science stream. But I think that's not still enough. I want all the government is pushing, putting encouragement, but the people should understand the value of science and then come into the science stream, so that we have to have equal number of manpower in all the streams, whether it's economics, finance, administration, business models, and science, engineering, and so on. Otherwise, the technologies will not become viable. So you need entire ecosystem. I think I should stop here, but I'm sure I'm very proud that I belong to ARCI and I'm leading the ARCI as director. And ARCI is one of the frontier institutes in the country. And then you're going to see much more visibility of ARCI, because the technologies what we're taking forward will make a big relevance to both strategic and civilian sectors. Thank you very much.
अभी हमने जाना ARCI के बारे में ARCI के डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर टाटा नरसिंगा राव जी से। उन्होंने हमें बताया कि ARCI कैसे कार्य कर रहा है, भारतीय इंडस्ट्री को, हमारे शोध कार्य को कैसे बढ़ावा देने में हमारी मदद कर रहा है, साथ ही साथ हमारे भारत को आत्मनिर्भर बनाने में कैसे कार्य कर रहा है। और हम आशा करते हैं कि ARCI अपने शोध कार्यों में ऐसे ही सफल रहे। कार्यक्रम को अंत करने से पहले चलिए जानते हैं एक इंटरेस्टिंग सा फैक्ट। हम जानते हैं जैसे कि मेटल्स बहुत अच्छे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्टर्स होते हैं, पर क्या आपको पता है कि हमारे वैज्ञानिकों ने एक ऐसे मटेरियल को भी बनाया है जो नॉर्मली एक प्लास्टिक का बना हुआ है, पर मेटल के मुकाबले बेहतर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को कंडक्ट करता है। ये जो नया तत्व है जो कि एक पॉलीमर का बना होता है, जिसे पॉलीथियोफीन कहा जाता है, और ये एक इंसुलेटर की तरह काम करता है। पर अगर इसमें टेट्रासाइनोक्यूनोडाइमीथेन यानी TCNQ को थोड़ी सी मात्रा में मिला देते हैं तो ये कंपाउंड बहुत बेहतरीन ढंग से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को कंडक्ट कर सकता है। तो हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि आपको हमारा आज का ये कार्यक्रम बहुत पसंद आया होगा। अब लेंगे आपसे इजाज़त। नमस्कार।